It was nighttime. Luca and Evelyn were sitting together in Luca's father's farmhouse near the forest. Your father's farmhouse is very big. Father likes this farmhouse very much. He has told me that after I get married, he will transfer this farmhouse in my name. Will this farmhouse really be ours? Of course, if you marry me. When Luca and Evelyn were talking, at that very moment, there is a sound of some movement outside the window. Luca, did you feel anything? Don't worry, Evelyn, no one lives here for miles. You must have some illusion. Let's turn on the TV and watch a movie. But I don't feel like watching a movie. Put on some song or something, I will listen to that. Yes, maybe there is a cassette of old songs kept here, I will put that on. Luca finds the cassette and starts playing the song, and Ava was sitting on the banyan tree outside the window. As soon as he hears this song, he runs into the farmhouse through the window and standing behind the window curtain starts listening to the song. Meanwhile, Evelyn says, I am feeling very sleepy, please stop the song. Luca listens to Evelyn and stops the song. Because of the song stopping, Ava screams loudly, Luca, Luca, run. Ava attacks them and kills them. Ava eats their intestines and leaves their bodies there. When Luca and Evelyn do not pick up the phone, Luca's parents get worried and come to the farmhouse to find him, and they see the dead bodies of Luca and Evelyn. How is this possible? Who killed you? He was my only son. For this case, the police commissioner himself comes to the farmhouse and talks to Luca's father. Commissioner Sahib, do anything but find that murderer. I can understand your pain. But this is not the first time that someone has been killed in this manner. Last month also 3 such cases have come in which people's stomachs go missing, but the thief has not been caught till now, and neither do we know what the thief's intentions are. But we have heard one thing from the people living near the forest. Commissioner Sahib, please tell us what you have heard. They have told that there is a ghost living in the forest who gets attracted by the tune of a song or by listening to a song. Some people have seen it with their own eyes who say that it is the ghost of a child. I also felt the same when I saw my son and his girlfriend in that condition. I understood that this is not the work of a human being. Both Luca's parents decide that they will meet a tantric. Both of them together set out to search for that tantric in the jungle in the dark of the night. After a while they see a tantric who is performing his yigya. Baba Ji, listen, I need your help. Tell me, what help do you need that you came to this dense jungle at such a late hour? We have a farmhouse near this jungle where a ghost killed our son very brutally. Ah, that is why we want your help in knowing who the ghost is and how we can stop him. The ghost you are talking about. He is not any ordinary ghost, he has powers given by the devil. The name of that ghost is Munjal, who used to be a human once. Ava is the ghost of this child. Baba, tell us more about him. Yes, Baba Ji, what is the story of this Ava and how can we stop him? Okay, so listen carefully, this story is a very old story. When a mother used to live with her son Matthew in an old mansion, Matthew's father had died before Matthew was born. Matthew loved his mother Jaya very much, and Matthew's mother was from a very rich family. Matthew, is it time for dinner? My puzzle is going to end in a little while. No, come down immediately or else you won't get food. Today I understand. Oh ho, mother, please wait. Okay, I will also see. Why don't you come? I will play your favorite song now. She plays the song. Matthew runs and comes to his mother. How did Matthew leave her? You have created this tune. That's why I love this tune even more. Oh ho, Matthew. I wish your father was here today. He would have been very happy to see you. Come, eat your food quickly. One day Jaya plays a song to call Matthew, and Matthew starts running to come home, and suddenly that song stops. As soon as Matthew reaches home, he sees his uncle and aunt standing there and his mother Jaya lying there in injured condition. Come son, come, I was waiting for you only. Your mother will die soon, and then we will kill you, and then this house and the property left by your father will become ours. Leave my mother. As soon as Matthew's uncle and aunt move towards Matthew, Jaya catches their feet. And don't look back. Leave her, leave our feet. Matthew runs away from there, but as soon as Matthew runs towards the forest, his uncle stops chasing him. He ran towards the forest, he will die there himself. Matthew runs away crying in the forest. Yes. No, mother. I will take revenge. As Matthew reaches the middle of the forest, there is a big banyan tree, and suddenly a devilish voice comes. 1. I saw everything, my child. This is how they killed your mother. Your mother never did any harm to anyone, but still the people of this world killed her ruthlessly. Don't you want to take revenge for this? I want to take it. I want this world to burn. Where there is such brutality. And you can take your revenge. I will help you. If you hand yourself over to me, I will give you so much power that you will be able to take your revenge. Tell me, will you hand over your soul to me? Yes, I will hand over my soul. I want to say, such a world. Where my mother? As soon as Matthew says this, he turns into a demon. Because you are becoming a demon because of your mother. That is why from today your name is not Matthew, your and your mother's name. Together. Munjal returns to his house where his mother is lying on the ground and his uncle and aunt are talking happily, and suddenly Munjal comes in through the window of the house and kills them. From then till today. Whenever a song is played, Munjal runs there, and if the song is stopped, then he kills them, because at the time of his mother Jaya, also his uncle and aunt had stopped the song. Baba, you tell us how we can stop this. We don't want what happened with our son to happen with anyone else in the future. I have a dagger which will work on him, and I have a plan by which you can call that Munjal. The Tantra gives them the dagger and tells the plan, and Luca's parents go to their farmhouse, and the song which Matthew's mother Jaya used to play starts playing, and in a short while Munjal comes there. Munj, you killed my son. Now I will not let this happen to anyone in the future. Luca's mother shuts the door, and just as Munjal is about to attack with his pointed hands, someone catches his hand. When he looks, Munjal sees his mother. It's enough, you have suffered enough. Don't suffer anymore, come to me, my child, and come with me. Munjal stops for a while and tears come to his eyes. Luca's father attacks his heart with that dagger and Munjal disappears like a ghost. The clock was ringing. A bus was running at a high speed on the beautiful hills of Sundarban. There were many passengers inside that bus. Suddenly the bus driver stopped the bus and parked it on the side and told the passengers, "Hey brother, we will move ahead after 2 hours." Hearing the driver, a passenger named Matthew said in irritation, "What are you saying, driver? We will all reach Sundarban in 5 minutes. What is the meaning of stopping the bus? That too in the middle of this dense forest. Hey brother, this is in the best interest of all of us. The way to enter Sundarban goes through a tunnel." What are you saying? There are often tunnels in hilly areas, right? What is the point of stopping your bus by that tunnel? By Sahib, that tunnel is a ghostly labyrinth. It is called the Labyrinth of Death. Hundreds of travelers got lost in the darkness of that tunnel and have not been found till date, and whatever travelers were found, they were in a very terrifying condition. Somebody's head is missing, somebody's heart is missing, and somebody's skeleton is missing. I don't believe these nonsense talks. Sir, these are not nonsense talks. All these are true, but I don't know why you urban people don't believe these things. Then the whole area trembled with some terrifying sound. Expressions of fear were visible on the faces of all the travelers. Listen to me, sir, if there is life, there is the world. When all the animals in the jungle fight together, then such noise is produced. I am an educated and intelligent person. I am not going to be fooled by your ignorant talks, that is why I am going. It seems you have come to Sundarban for the first time. I am from Sundarban village, son. What the conductor and driver say is correct. Believe them, see, all the passengers agree with them. All the passengers cannot be wrong. Son, if all the passengers are silent, it does not mean that they are all right. Anyway, you are an elderly person and I respect elders, so I am not going to spend 2 hours at this place at all. The conductor and the driver tried to convince Matthew a lot, but Matthew did not listen to them. He hung his bag on his shoulder and left on foot. Matthew had a small torch which he always kept with him. But he had walked only a little distance when he heard someone whispering. "Who is here? Who is there? And is there anyone here?" But Matthew's voice echoed in the tunnel. There was no one else in the tunnel except him. Matthew started feeling very strange. Matthew increased the speed of his steps and started running. After running some distance, he saw a faint light. Matthew understood that the tunnel was about to end. Just then a heavy voice struck Matthew's ears. "Stop." Hearing that voice, Matthew's feet froze in place and he started looking around in the light of the torch with wide open eyes. Then his gaze fell on a dark corner of the tunnel where someone was standing whose red bloodshot eyes were shining like a bulb due to fear. Matthew's hands and feet became numb. Then an unbearable stench hit his nose. He had just put a handkerchief on his nose when those eyes came very close to him. Matthew's heart-rending scream echoed in that dark tunnel. Delhi, 1 month after this incident. Sophia was sitting with her friend Miles and Disha. Seeing Sophia's sad face, Disha said to Sophia, "Sophia, you will remain so sad till now. We all are very sad about Matthew's death." "Yes, Disha is right. Sophia, why don't you see me like this? You should not be sad. This is all my fault. I had to take photos of the Sundarbans forests, but I sent him instead of me. If I had not asked him to go to Sundarbans, he would have been alive today, but I did not understand one thing. How was Matthew's body found inside a well in the jungle near Sundarbans? I am going crazy thinking about this." According to Disha police, Matthew had got down 5 kilometers before Sundarbans and all the passengers had also seen him going towards Sundarbans. I do not understand. Then how was his body found in a well in the jungle 20 kilometers behind Sundarbans? I have heard that the tunnel through which the route to Sundarbans goes is haunted. It is said that passengers often disappear there. According to the police, the conductor and the driver had also warned Matthew. But Matthew did not listen to them. What nonsense, Miles. I do not believe Disha, but the way Matthew died. This happened under very mysterious circumstances, and I am very confused, but I will find out the truth. What do you want to say? I am leaving for Sundarban today.
Please like and
I will also see
channel.
which is that haunted tunnel where a person goes alive, but his dead body is found in a well 20 kilometers away. You will not go alone, Disha. Both of our friends will also go with you. Miles is right, Sophia. We will also go with you. Disha and Sophia sat in Miles's car. And Miles drove his car towards Sundarban. All 3 of them came out of their car. All 3 of them had big torches in their hands, and then they heard someone scream inside that tunnel. Sophia was shocked to hear the scream. Yes, this scream is of Matthew. Miles, who was not scared at all before coming here, said trembling. These screams are of Matthew, and it has been 2 months since Matthew died. How is this possible? Are we making the mistake of going inside this tunnel at night? The road opens here during the day. To find out the truth behind Natesha's death, we will have to enter this tunnel at night. Okay, whatever happens will be seen. Let's go. Miles, Disha, and Sophia sat inside their car again. Miles drove the car at high speed, but his car had gone a little far inside the tunnel when suddenly the headlights of the car went off and darkness spread all around. Stop the car, Miles. Miles immediately pressed the brakes. Hey friend, what happened to this car now? It is not starting. Just then, all 3 of them saw a faint light coming from a distance. Suddenly, Matthew's voice hit the ears of all 3. Stop. As soon as all 3 of them looked ahead, they got goosebumps seeing the scene in front. After some time, all 3 of them started seeing their bodies in that darkness. They were all very scary looking dead bodies. Among those terrifying faces that were staring at Miles, Disha, and Sophia with devouring eyes, Miles was also looking at them with a terrifying smile. "Baba, run away from here." As soon as Miles said this, Disha and Sophia started running with Miles. In one go, she grabbed Miles and dug her claws into his neck. Miles's heart-rending scream echoed in the tunnel. "Keep running, Sophia. It seems they have killed Miles." "But Miles, if we both also stay here, Disha and Sophia will be killed." Using all the strength of their bodies, they started running away from there in the darkness. They did not know in which direction they were running in the darkness. Then both of them saw a door in the tunnel inside which red light was spread. Both of them were feeling as if they were going down into the depths of the earth. Suddenly, the bodies of both of them collided with the water. Both of them had torches in their hands. When they looked around in the light of the torches, they found that they were inside an ancient well. "Where have we come? This seems to be a very old well, Sophia." Matthew's body was probably recovered from this well. Disha had barely said this when Miles's body fell on them in the well. "Is there anyone?" "Yes. Please someone take us out of here." Just then a heavy voice from the top of the well struck their ears. "Don't panic, I am throwing a rope. Both of you hold it and come up, but hurry up in a few moments."
Please like and subscribe.
A thick rope was hanging in front of them. Disha and Sophia came out of the well holding that rope and started taking deep breaths. An old-looking person was looking at them in a strange manner. "How did you both come inside this well? No one comes to this forest and the well here is cursed. Often mutilated bodies of travelers are found here." Sophia tells the whole incident to the old man in one breath. "I understood that your friend was a victim of that mysterious tunnel, that inside some tunnels there is the secret of Ard Purish. Ard Purish, what do you want to say today? About 200 years ago these ruins were not deserted, rather there was a village settled here which people today know as Old Sundarban. For some time the villagers of Sundarban used to drink water in the well of this village. It is said that a child was born to the head of the village, half of whom was like a human, and the other half was like a strange-looking animal. All the villagers were very afraid of him. They believed that the head was not a worshipper of God, but of the devil. In the house of the head, not a human, but a devil was born. Due to fear, the people of the village knew that child as Ard Purish. After growing up, that Ard Purish started killing and eating the people of the village. In those days that tunnel was a cave. He used to kill the people of the village in that cave and eat them and throw their bones in this well. When the British started coming to the village, they cut the same cave and made a tunnel for the development of the village. When some laborers were cutting the cave and preparing it as a tunnel, then that Ard Purish, half-man, killed and ate them all. The British got angry and burnt that Ard Purish alive in the same tunnel. When the British burnt him alive, it was night time. Since then and even today, at night, he waits for his prey in that tunnel, and the souls of the people whom he kills and eats come under his control. We had heard that this tunnel is haunted, but how did you get such detailed information? After listening to Disha, the old man looked towards Disha with mysterious eyes and said, "Because that Ard Purish is none other than me." The old man had just said this when the sound of someone laughing loudly started echoing from inside the well. In no time, Miles came out of the well with his terrifying face and stood in front of both of them. The same terrifying faces from the tunnel were standing in front of Disha and Sophia. The appearance of that old man had now changed. That old man had taken the form of that same terrifying creature. In a short while, the screams of Sophia and Disha echoed in that forest.